Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Banner. I'm today's host, Luca, and we're doing another little soccer talk. This is covering about March 12th to the 19th, which is today. So yeah, let's start in France, which is Ligue 1. Third place Lyon tied Reims 1-1, which Lyon really needed to get a win there to try to get in the top two positions, because in Ligue 1, I believe the top two automatically get into Champions League. The third position has to go in a playoff. Monaco and Lille, sorry, that's how you say it, tied 0-0, and Natis, I don't know how you say it, had a huge win over PSG 2-1. So yeah, that leaves the league with Lille in first place with a 3-point lead over second place, who is PSG, who is tied on points with third place Lyon, and fourth place is Monaco. Monaco, I don't see them getting the top three, but they can make a push for it. Moving on to Italy, in the Serie A, Inter Milan seem to be running away with the league, and no one's going to stop them. They had a convincing win over Torino 2-1. Other news, Juventus beat Cagliari 3-1, and Ronaldo got a hat trick. Good for him. He's probably pissed out of how many mistakes he made in the Porto match in the Champions League, so he's trying to redeem himself maybe. Napoli beat a destroyed AC Milan 1-0. The actual scoreline wasn't like a destruction, but Milan just look beaten and bruised and just don't know what to do now. First place is Inter, and they have like a 9-point lead over second place, who's AC Milan. Third place is Juventus, who's really close to Milan. And fourth is now Atalanta. Good for Atalanta. Moving on to Germany in the Bundesliga. Augsburg got a win over Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-1. Ever since it was announced Marco Reus was going to leave, not Marco Reus, Marco Rosa was going to leave Gladbach for Dortmund over the summer, Gladbach just looks bad. They look bad. They look horrible. So yeah, that just stinks for them. Moving on, Bayern Munich got a 3-1 win over Werder Bremen. Typical stuff from Bayern right there. Wolfsburg got a massive win, 5-0 over Schalke, who just stink. They need like a restructure going on. They're just horrible right now. Yeah. Borussia Dortmund got a win over Hertha Berlin 2-0, eyeing a Champions League spot because they're in fifth place right now. So they really needed that win. First place is Bayern Munich with a 4-point lead over second place RB Leipzig, third place Wolfsburg, and fourth place Eintracht Frankfurt. Dortmund's only 2 points behind Frankfurt, so they're coming for them. In La Liga, nothing too much has happened. Real Madrid beat Elche 2-1, Atletico tied Getafe 0-0, and Barcelona beat Huesca 4-1. Great performance from Messi in that game, as usual. First place, Atletico with a 4-point lead. Second place is Barcelona. Third place, Real Madrid. Fourth place, Sevilla. Typical stuff happening in La Liga right now. Speaking of typical stuff, it's also happening in the EPL. Leeds and Chelsea played out a 0-0 draw. I thought Chelsea was going to win this and try to get into third place, but nope, that didn't happen. League leaders Manchester City got a win over Fulham 3-0, and the big game of the week was the North London Derby, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Arsenal. It started out with a beautiful Eric Lamela Rabona goal. It was awesome, but they couldn't hold on, which is seeming to be a running theme with Tottenham right now. And Arsenal get the win 2-1. Another game that happened was Liverpool. They finally get a win. They beat Wolves 1-0. First place is Manchester City with a 14-point lead over second place Manchester United. Third place is Leicester, and fourth place is Chelsea. Moving on to the Champions League. This past week was the last games for the round of 16. Manchester City beat Borussia Mönchengladbach again 2-0, so the overall scoreline was 4-0. Mönchengladbach, they didn't not try. They definitely tried, but City was just better than them, and the scoreline it makes sense. It wasn't like a destruction or anything like that. but Gladbach couldn't score. So 2-0 is the right scoreline to happen. Real Madrid get a more convincing win over Atalanta. They won 3-1, and overall on aggregate it was 4-1. Yeah, Real Madrid was the better team. Atalanta just did not show up. Bayern again beat Lazio 2-1, overall 6-2. Nothing much to say about this. Lazio is not that great right now, and Bayern's just incredible. The Champions League is just making Italian teams look very bad right now, which stinks. And Chelsea, this is the big one. To me, this was the big one. Chelsea beat Atletico 2-0. So overall, it was 3-0 on aggregate. Atletico couldn't even score one goal in 2 games against Chelsea. Now, Thomas Tuchel has made Tuchel? I don't know how you say his name. He has improved Chelsea's defense, but you can't even score one goal, Atletico? Come on now. We see this a lot with Simeone, though. He's to me, he sort of, I think a lot of fans might get mad at this, but he reminds me of Solskjaer from the United coach. They do like the bare minimum, like, yeah, they look threatening, but then a lot of games they just sort of stink in. Then they win the one big game. So honestly, Atletico should beat Chelsea in this Champions League tie. They really should have. But they might, Simeone might keep the job by winning La Liga, which is a big deal, rightly so. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, La Liga's just not looking as strong as usual. Yeah, but maybe Real Madrid might change that for them. I don't necessarily want Real Madrid to, but you never know what happens. But speaking about all that, this morning, they announced the quarterfinal draws for the Champions League and if they win those games, who they'll play in the semifinals, if that makes sense. First that got announced is Manchester City will be going against Borussia Dortmund. I love both teams. I have to admit I'm more of a City fan than Dortmund, though, so I'm going to be pulling for City, but that's going to be a really fun game. Next is Porto versus Chelsea. I don't know. It could go either way. Porto won't go down easy, that's for sure. They're probably still the worst team out of these. How many teams are there? 8, but they got a chance. Next is Bayern Munich versus PSG, which is a showdown that we saw in last year's Champions League final. PSG is going to be looking for revenge, but I don't see it happening. I see Bayern beating them. I'll give more of my thorough predictions in a separate video. And then Real Madrid goes against Liverpool, which is also another Champions League repeat, because both of them met each other in the final in 2018, I believe, when Gareth Bale scored that incredible bicycle kick. So yeah, the winner of the City Dortmund game goes against the winner of the Bayern PSG game in the semifinals, and the winner of the Porto Chelsea game goes against the winner of the Real Madrid Liverpool game in the semifinals. So that Porto Chelsea Real Madrid Liverpool side seems much easier than the Bayern PSG City Dortmund side, in my opinion. Mainly because Liverpool's been fighting through injuries, Real Madrid's been fighting through injuries, Porto's probably the worst team out of these 8, and Chelsea's just inconsistent. While Man City looks really healthy, Bayern looks really healthy, PSG is fighting injuries, but at the same time they are PSG. And then Dortmund's sort of a wild card. You never really know what to expect from them, except that they're not going to play defense in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I've been Luca, and thank you for tuning in to Sports Banner. I'll see you later.